Graders. I'm hoping I propped up the phone a little bit more so that my head's not cut off. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, and we're doing page 225 and 226. A lot of this is review. So some of this you're going to do on your own, and then we're going to give you the correct answers and check it for you. Okay? So questions 1, A, B, C, and D are all things that you should be able to do on your own. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to stop the video and do A, B, C, and D, and then start the video back again. I'm going to give you the answers and you can check yourself, okay? All right, you should have restarted the video and I'm going to give you the answers. 1A is 18,672. B is 2,778. C is 78,732. And D is 62,792. If you did not get one of those, stop the video, write down the correct answer over to the side and find your mistake. See where you made a mistake, okay? All right, we're moving on to divide and check. I have a Japanese cherry tree that I'll show you at the end of the video. And every spring, it blossoms with all these little pink petals, and they get all over our shoes, and we track them into the house, and it's like it's snowing pink snow. It's so funny. So they're on my feet. All right, divide and check. 7 into 954. I would like for you to stop this video and try this one problem, and then I'm going to work through it because I want you to get to the point where you can do these without my help. Okay, so stop the video and do that problem, and then we'll do it together, and you can check yourself. Okay. All right, let's see how you did. All right, how many 7s go into 9? 1 7 is in 9. 1 times 7 is what? 7. 9 minus 7 is what? 2. Compare. Is 2 too big? Nope. Bring down your 5. How many 7s go into 25? Let me get my song so I don't sing you the wrong song. So 7s are to the tune of, if you're happy and you know it, okay? 7, 14, 21, 28. Okay, so 28 is too high. So let's go backwards. 7, 14, 21. So that's 3 7s in 25. Put a 3 on top. Multiply back down. 3 times 7 is what? 21. 5 minus 1 is what? 4. 2 minus 2 is what? 0. Compare. Is it too big? No. Bring down your 4. Same song. If you're happy and you know it. So we're trying to figure out how many 7s are in 44. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42 is right underneath 44. Okay, so 6 7s. 6 times 7 is 42. 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 4 is 0. Compare. Is 2 too big? No. So our remainder is 2. Okay, so let's check it. 136 times 7. 7 times 6 is what? 42. Put a 2, carry your 4. 7 times 3 is what? 21 plus 4. 25. Put a 5, carry your 2. What did I do wrong? 21 plus 4 is 25. Okay, good. I didn't do anything wrong. All right. 7 times 1 is what? 7 plus 2 is 9. 952. Okay, we're going to add our remainder plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Bring down your 5. Bring down your 9. And whoops, nope, yes. All right, yes, we have the number that we started with inside the dividend box. Or the dividend, sorry. All right. Now I want you to stop the video and do the next divide and check problem. And when you're done, start the video again. And then we will go over it and you can check yourself. Okay? All right, 8 into 726. These are tricky. How many times will 8 go into 7? Is there enough? No. We used to put a 0 up there, but now we realize we don't need to do that, right? Because if we're going to put a 0 there, we might as well just leave it. So now we're going to do 8 into 72, okay? And our 8 song is Do Lord. So it goes like this. 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40, 48, 56, and 64, 72, okay? So it's 9 times, put a 9 on top of the 2, because we're going into 72. Put a 9 on top of the 2. 9 times 8 is what? 72. 72 minus 72 is 0. Compare. Is it too big? Bring down your 6. How many times will 8 go into 6? Are there enough for 8 to go into 6? No. But now we have to put the 0 because we have to fill up anything, we have to fill up all the way to the edge. Okay? So we're going to put a 0 because there are 0 8s. We only can skip it if it's the first one. We can skip the 0. So now 0 times 8 is what? 0. 6 minus 0, 6. Compare. Is it too big? No. It has to be less than 8. So then that's our remainder. Remainder of 6. Let's go ahead and check that. 90 times 8. 8 times 0 is what? 0. 8 times 9 is what? 72. Plus our remainder of 6. 0 and 6, 0. Bring down your 2, bring down your 7, and voila. That is what we started with. All right. Reducing fractions. Now, look at this next section, 3 and 4. Can you look at section 3 and 4? They both tell you to reduce, but there's a difference between those two sections, 3 and 4. Can you stop the video and look at that and see if you can figure it out, the difference between those two? So the difference between the two of them, if you could figure it out, was one of them they tell you divide by 3, and the other one they tell you divide by 2. They're still telling you what you're going to divide by. Okay, so for 6/9 for the first section, we're going to do 6/9 divided by 3 on top and 3 on bottom. Okay, 6 divided by 3 is what? 2. 9 divided by 3 is what? 3. Okay, 6/9 is the same as 2/3. The next one is also divided by 3. 9/24 divided by 3 on top and 3 on bottom. 9 divided by 3 is what? 3. 24 divided by 3 is what? 8. Okay. The next one, they're going to tell us to divide by 2. So the next one is 8/10. Now we're going to divide by 2 on top and 2 on the bottom. Divide by 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. 8 divided by 2 is what? 4. 10 divided by 2 is what? 5. All right, next one. 2/18 divided by 2 on top and 2 on bottom. 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. 18 divided by 2 is what? 9. 2/18 is the same thing as 1/9. 8/10 is the same thing as 4/5. Now, I'm going to ask a brain challenge, and I want you to see, because I'm going to give you a problem, and I want you to see, are you going to reduce it by 2 or 3? Okay? You're not going to use any other number. You're only going to use 2 and 3 right now. Okay? So, this is the question. Let me think. Okay? If I put that fraction up there, I want you to see if you can do it. I think some of you can. Can you figure out if you're going to divide by 2 on top and 2 on the bottom, or 3 on top and 3 on the bottom? Why don't you pause the video and think about it for just a second. Okay, if you guessed 2, you're right. You know what? I did not choose a good example, but you can't divide it by 3. You can only divide it by 2, but I'm going to change this bottom number. Just going to change that bottom number. Now, I want you to try and guess that number. Are you going to divide this by 2 on top or 2 on the bottom? 2 is the only one that'll go into both of them. Okay, so watch this. Divide by 2 on top and 2 on the bottom. 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. You could not have used 3. Let me erase this and show you. You can't divide this number. You can't divide 4 divided by 3. You can divide 6 divided by 3, but you can't divide both of them divided by 3. Okay? So I'm going to give you another one, and you can tell me which one do you think are you going to divide it by? Okay. All right, just look up here. Tell me, do you think you're going to divide it by 2 or by 3? What do you think? Stop the video and think for a second. Okay, if you guess 3, you're right. Look, divide by 3 on top and 3 on the bottom. 6 divided by 3 is what? 2. 9 divided by 3 is what? 3. Okay, you couldn't divide 9 divided by 2. You could only divide both of them by 3. So that was a little bit of a challenge. You don't have to do that yet because they're still going to tell you, hey, you're going to use this number. But do you remember when I did 4/8? And if you guess 2, you're right, but let me show you this. If you did 4/8, 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. 8 divided by 2 is what? 4. Here's the thing. That can still be reduced down. So this number was not high enough. And so, can any of you guess? This is even more of a challenge. And you know what? Even if you don't come up with the right answer, your brain is still going to grow if you try. Okay? So, it's not 2 or 3 that you're going to divide this one by. Can you stop the video and think for a minute? Okay. If you guessed 4, you guessed the right answer. If you didn't guess 4 and you tried, your brain just grew. Okay? Watch this. If I divide by 4 on top and 4 on the bottom, 4 divided by 4 is what? 1. 8 divided by 4 is what? 2. Okay? And that cannot be reduced any smaller. Okay? So, just a little bit of a mental challenge for you today. All right. The next one, solve these equations. 7 plus 5 times 3 minus 2 equals what? All right, what are we going to do first? We're going to do what's in the parentheses. Bring everything else down. Okay, 15 times 3 is what? I'm sorry, I said the answer, didn't I? 5 times 3 is what? 15. Okay, now we can go across. 7 plus 15 minus 2 is what? 22. Sorry, 20. 7 plus 15 is 22, minus 2 is 20. All right, next one. 6 plus 4 times 2 plus 4 equals what? Bring everything else down except what's in the parentheses. Now, what's 4 times 2? 8. 6 plus 8, 14. Plus 4, 18. Good work. Look at that little animal over on the right. Looks like a bunny, but they call it a mountain viscacha. Very interesting. I wonder where that animal, I wonder where their habitat is. All right, I want you to do the next section, section 6, on your own. Stop the video, do that on your own, and then we'll check your answers. Okay, 1/6 of 42. 6 into 42 is what? 7. 1/8 of 64. 8 into 64 is what? 8. Last one. 1/7 of 63. 7 into 63 is what? 9. Okay? Now the next one's super easy. Go ahead and identify the geometric shapes. Go ahead and put the answers in there. Pause the video and then I'll give you the answers. All right, first one is a cube. The second one is a cone. The next one's a rectangular prism. Then there's a sphere. and at the bottom is a pyramid and a cylinder. And that is it for today. And tomorrow we will learn about reducing fractions by dividing by 4. Love you guys.